All right, here up at No Reserve, we have our incredible one owner 1997 Mercedes SL320, and it's a 40th anniversary edition. It only came in this color, and they only produced 250 of them since new. This one says just a single owner, was purchased brand new at Phil Smart Mercedes in Seattle. Still has this window sticker, just 33,000 miles. That I turned it over, had about 32,000 and some change when we got it. These are incredibly rare, with only 250 made, and who knows how many still exist. This, I would say is probably one of the best examples that's around. There's a couple imperfections from about the last couple decades, so I'll kind of get in and show some of that stuff. But I'll do most of the interior with the top off because it's just a little easier to get in there and show you the video. But I kept the window down for this, but I'll go up with the window just so you can see the contrast of how great this gray interior looks with this, called the Zyno Blue Metallic. It's got great flop to it with lighting. It's a little bit overcast, a little bit dark right now. It's not quite dark, but it's just not real light, but it's a very bright color. I'll shoot some pictures of it in the lighter light so you can see the change difference. But this thing is all original paint. Always Garage is truly as close to immaculate as you could get. So I'll kind of just start out here at the beginning. You can see it's still got the Phil Smart dealer plate frame. There's, this is a little bit of wear around here. You could get this piece, you could just unscrew this piece and get it painted if you wanted to. There is some touch-up paint if you want to go that route too, but it's not something that would necessarily drive me nuts, especially for being a 97. There is a kind of your typical little scuffing down here, and again, you could do the same thing. You could just leave it because you don't really see it unless you're way down here, or touch it up with the touch-up paint that's included. Fog lights are mint. Really nice condition. This is kind of one of the 40th anniversary only things. It has its own floor mats in there, and then kind of the tone of the grill. You're going to get a couple tiny little stone chips right there. There's one there and one there. Other than that, you got a little guy right here and a tiny guy right here. Other than that, you're looking good. Beautiful lenses. There's no cracking, no fogging, just crystal clear lenses. The paint is nice and smooth, just really shiny throughout. You're gonna get a little stone chip right there. Rims it's got Michelin pilots. I think the date codes are about 10 years old. The tires are super soft, feel really nice. There's the rims are the paint, this area is painted here, then this is the kind of the brushed, is in really nice shape. Doesn't have actually any curbing scuffs, but it looks like it did slightly get a curb here. I checked out, balance is fine, it rides great, and so there is that kind of just a little flattening there. But there is alloy repair places that could take care of that. The bottom rocker area is just beautiful. Very light surface scratch right there from entry. A couple tiny door edge chips just right there. Again, you could touch those babies up if you want to. But this is just kind of your typical stuff. From being a couple decades old. Chips right there. Even if I got a truck with 43,000 miles I've owned since 01, and a 99 Cobra that's got about 3,800 miles on it, and it's got the same kind of stuff. It gets these little chips. You drive them, enjoy them. This kind of stuff just happens. You're out in the elements. All original glass. This is the 40th anniversary floor mats. I personally would take those out and keep those safe, but they are included with the car, of course. And you can only get those mats. I've never seen anybody, selling them on eBay or anything like that. So if something does happen to them, it'd be tough to replace. It's just amazing to see that stuff come with it. Oh, a couple tiny little chips right there. And rear wheel is mint condition. I'll show the hardtop operation too. It pops up as it should. Tiny little scratch right there to make note of. VIN number, you can see it's never been painted over or anything like that. It's kind of a common deal if somebody just gets some paint work done. It's a protective dealer plate. It's got protection on the back so it doesn't scratch anything. Any little chip right there. Inside the carpet of the trunk is just mint. It's got a Mercedes car cover, all folded up nice, super clean. It's got the original first aid kit, you got your CD changer. I mean, you got this piece too that's often missing for when you get the top off and you go down with the soft top. You know, carpet inside's mint too. I got photos of that underneath the floor mats. Again, just beautiful, all original paint. I just love this color. No real chip. Oh, a little chip right there. Hopefully you can see that tiny little guy. A-pillar looking good, no chips. This car has just been a blast to drive. I love the SLs. This is actually my first SL320. I've only had 500s, but I've always wanted one of these cars. I saw one of these when it was pre-owned, actually at Phil Smart Mercedes when I did advertisement work for him in the early 2000s. That's kind of where I really become in love with the Mercedes, was at Phil Smart. They were a customer of mine, and just hearing them talk about the product and me driving the product and driving the cars around the different generations and advertising them, I just fell in love with them. It's got both original keys. This is the touch-up paint, I don't think it's ever been used. You got your clear coat too. 40th anniversary. I just love seeing all this stuff with it. It has everything you're gonna want. You know, it has the original salesman card. Has I actually remember this guy. Got your radio code. A lot of this stuff is always missing. You have all your books, your window sticker. I just love having a window sticker, and the price on this thing is really impressive. It suggested retail was $79,600, which is an astronomical amount of money in 1997, and it probably was. So it looks like it actually was $80,195 delivered, and it probably was a markup with only 250 of these being made. In this area in the Northwest, you could buy a house in 1997, a brand new house for $100,000. That would probably be worth $1 million today, which is unbelievable. And then, you know what, 8 years after this, you could get a, like the Bentley, I think it was like the Bentley Continental Coupe was like $100,000. So considering this car was a few years newer, it's really amazing. It kind of shows you the quality of this car, but also the quality of the owner that's gonna step up and pay this kind of money for this car. They're just unbelievable cars. And to keep it all these years as one owner is just remarkable. So we'll go ahead and pop underneath the hood while we're cruising around here. And there's gonna be quite a few videos on this one. Anytime there's something that comes off, like a Jeep, you know, top comes off, the SL, the top comes off. So there's gonna be videos of it with the top off, lots of photos with the top off. But look how beautiful and clean this is. The underside is really nice. I'm gonna get a full underside video for you guys up on the lift. I hope you guys can stay along for the driving video. I might do the driving video tomorrow. See how clean this is. I mean, you can still see all the anodized parts are just like new. The bracketry, all the bolts and nuts. I mean, look at that alternator. It's just beautiful. Never been messed with, no damage, never been in an accident. Also, this protective piece, a lot of times the foam just kind of comes undone on some of these. I've had some low mile beauties that just kind of they'll fall down and then they rub on the engine, they get hot and they'll get holes. So this one's absolutely like perfect condition. And this is going at no reserve. It's I'll go ahead and pop in here real quick. Fired up. And so basically you just pull back on the top and you'll hear it crack and pop. And you'll see it lift up. So all that operation is working correctly. It's not getting hung up. And that baby is ready to take off at this point in time. There's no uneven areas. And now you can lift it off and safely put it aside and go on with your convertible So this really is a kind of sports car, luxury car that you can enjoy all year round if you want to. And all that noise is normal. Windows go up automatically. So it's got 33,033 miles. All right, I can't wait to see who's going to be the lucky new owner on this one. This is an extremely rare car. So good luck, everybody. No reserve.